Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Let me do just a pinch of housekeeping here. Make sure that all the things are working the way they're supposed to. Okay. Give me just a minute. Da 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 da. Mm-hmm. Give me just a second. Oh, there I am. Say hello when you come in. There's Charlotte. Oh, let me get my volume down. Rookie move. Okay, off, off, off. I think we're ready to go. Come on in, grab your favorite beverage. We're going to be having fun today. Hey, Charlotte, how are you? How's everybody doing this morning? You all thawing out? So wasn't yesterday Groundhog Day? I think that groundhog better go back and come back again with some good news. That's all I got to say. There's my Marilyn. How are you, sweet friend? Good to see you. I was so surprised that you were able to see that video from like 4 years ago. That's crazy. I don't know how that even popped up on your feed. It was a YouTube video that I did 4 years ago when I had just lost my page. I was at 12,000 followers and I went to a video boot camp. And so that video is on my YouTube channel, how to fix broken veneer. It's 4 minutes long. It was my first ever edited video. And I got to say, I'm an old dog, but I learned a few new tricks. Edited video is not all it's cracked up to be. There's my Tracy. How are you? Welcome. It's 10 o'clock. It's officially my time slot on Craft Round the Clock. So come on in. We're going to do something fun and easy. Let me know in the comments how many of you have added more than one stencil to a project. So we're going to be layering some stencils today. We're going to be layering some colors. We're going to do an easy spring mixed media because we're all ready for spring. If I didn't introduce myself, I so apologize. I'm Mara LaFay with Vintage Retail Therapy by Mara, owner, creator, and designer of Diva Design Stencil. We do have a new release coming after the IOD release. There's a lot of releases happening all at once, so we decided to pull back our release probably until the end of February, but we have 4 new stencils coming. One of them is going to be available in our kits for the Vintage Heart class, which is a week from Thursday, so I'm really excited about that. It was on your feed this morning. Interesting. Come on in, let us know if you're new, and we would love for you guys to follow us. So appreciate that. So we're starting with a decoupage paper on an 11 by 14. Let me adjust my camera. Good morning, Nikki Hunter. Just a little chipito there. There we go, just a scotch. 11 by 14 canvas board. I buy these a lot because I feel like they're easy to work with, and they're pretty inexpensive, and they fit great for framed art. So if you wind up creating something that you really, really love, or maybe you would like to gift to somebody, it's easy to find frames for 11 by 14. So this paper is a Paper Design Studio number 2880. It is a project block sheet, which basically means there's more than one image. Hey, Lori, you're new. Welcome, Deb. I'm so glad you're here. So this is what the other half looks like. So you can see there are 4 images on this paper, and we've used one of them. For lack of time, I did go ahead and blend this in. I do have some videos on our main page's YouTube channel is on blending. And I think on my page, Vintage Retail Therapy by Mara, I think 2 weeks ago we did a segment on blending. Hi Diane, good to see you here. So if you need some tips on blending, go ahead and check it out over there. Hey Linda Baker, good morning. For time's sake, I went ahead and blended this in, and my color palette was done today with Pink-Dark colors. We used Eggshell, which, you know, I gotta admit, when I first saw this color, I was like, meh, it's all right. But I really, really like it. Good morning, Barbara. Hey, Laura. I really like it. Thank you so much for sprinkling. So we're mixing that with Pink-Dark's Brown, which is a great base color for stencils. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be using 2 stencils today. We're going to throw down some transfers and maybe, I don't know. I tend to create intuitively, so I don't always have a plan. I start out with a plan and then just kind of go from there. So we're going to be using the Harmony stencil and the Mama's Damask. This is a stencil from one of my earlier releases. it's still a favorite. It is still a favorite. We're going to start out with our brown. Excuse me. And then we're going to be adding our harmony stencils, which, if you did not know, it is the words and music of Amazing Grace in French. Every other line fits in between these spaces, so you can use them separately or you can combine them together. It's really a versatile stencil, because I don't know about you, but I feel like music notes and script kind of fit in everywhere, don't they? May or may not be using a frame around this, may or may not be using this, or I have this little butterfly, which may go, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but let's get started. I'm going to tape my stencil down. We are getting excited. We just got a ton of boxes. The new IOD release is going to be here on Thursday. We're going to be doing a bunch of giveaways that morning. We go by every single paper we will show you, and every transfer, every stamp, every mold. It's kind of fun. Thank you, Mickey. Yeah, I love to blend. You know, I spent over 40 years in the salon, so I love color. Hey, Judy Newsom. Shout out to my home and lifestyle ladies. All right, so I think I'm going to do this lower half in Mama's Damask and the upper half in Harmony. That's the plan for now. So, as you know, I've said it time and time again, the key to successful stenciling is offload, offload, offload. And if you have a problem with it, you just kind of have to get over it, because if you use too much paint, you're going to get bleed through and you're going to be sad. Trust me, you're going to be sad. So I did kind of give this gal I extended her wing a little bit because it looked like it was cut off on the edge of the paper. So I extended it. I'll show you. Yeah, I always had a hard time when I first started stenciling like 30 years ago. I felt like I felt like I was wasting paint to offload so much of it. That I quickly got over myself. I don't think I'm going to shadow this, but I do think I'm going to add an extra color in there. Sometimes on canvas you need a little bit more paint because it's kind of super absorbent. Good morning, Susie. How are you, sister? There we go. So when you pounce, it gives you a good opportunity to get out some of your frustrations. Hey, Denise. You always get bleed through until I learn from you how to do it correctly. Thank you, Barbara. That makes my day. Yeah, just think of something that made you mad. Just kidding. Just kidding, not. Yeah, we just had a delivery from Uline, so we have boxes all over the place. Make sure that you check our page. And if you're not signed up for our email, go to our website and make sure you sign up for our email, because we often have sales. We actually do have a sales category there. And then you want to know if we're having sales, if we're doing specials, like we're doing a bunch of specials for the release on Thursday. If you put in #website, one word, hey Susan, one word, no spaces, will get you a direct link into your Facebook Messenger, and you can go at your convenience and then just check it out. On the page, make sure that you subscribe for our emails. We have 2 emails that go out twice a week. Wednesday will give you what happened, what you missed, any specials or sales. Sunday is always my schedule, where we're going to be. Again, and if there's classes, like we are doing a bunch of giveaways for the IOD release, which is Thursday. And like free art supplies with different levels of purchases. And we're doing free shipping. Free shipping on orders over $100. The day of, we're going to be doing a lot of giveaways during the actual release time. So make sure you catch me there on Thursday, or you can catch the replay. Replays are a girl's best friend. All right, I don't think I'm going to use this pattern as is. I think I'm going to shift my stencil. But before I do that, I think I'm going to add, I think I'm going to add another color. Another color. Let's just see what we got. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's try this. Your husband wanted to know what I was beating to death the first time I stenciled. Oh, it's so funny. Deb, every order of $75 on new release products is going to, so we have 3 levels. We have 75, 150, and 300. So every $75 order of new release items are going to get 3 20 by 30 decoupage papers, and they're meaty. There's a lot of meat on there. Then the next level is going to get the 3 papers plus some, and then the next level is going to get the first level, the second level, and then more. So I've been pulling out, hey Sheila, I've been pulling out all kinds of stuff. We have pen art paints, we have 3D decor pens, we have decoupage papers, we have rice papers, we have, what else did I put in there? Glitter pens, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. And any order over $100 is doing free shipping within the US for the first month, so for the whole month of February. So there's some great deals. All right, now we're going in with our second color, which is that eggshell color. Again, I was kind of on the fence about it, but I kind of love it now. I kind of love it. So we're just going to hit a few different spots. Here's the thing. You don't want to overthink this. Was the red light help? You know what? I think it is helping. I'm using it more than it's recommended because I was told, I was told by Christy, sorry, I forgot this, that it's such low frequency that I could probably, because it says use twice, no more than twice a day. I need this a little darker. So I'm using it a little more. So it looks like I'm making a speckled mess. But when I get done, I think you'll like it. So yeah, I use my red light therapy every day, sometimes twice a day when I'm home. And I just move it around. I feel like I need to like bubble wrap myself in it. But I use it on my foot first, and then I move it to my hand. And then sometimes it goes to my shoulder. I tell you what, whoever said getting old would call them golden years needs a good old Brooklyn beating, because it's a lie. Hey Nancy, how are you, sister? All right, do I want more? I think I do want a little bit more. Yeah, I'm really liking the red light therapy. I really am. I'm not putting very much paint on there. Hi, Esther. Come on in, you guys. Thank you for sprinkling this out. There we go. I'm at the bottom of my big jar, so I really want it to be noticeable. There we go. There we go. All right, let me move this over. And again, I'm not going to follow that pattern. I'm going to move my stencil up and kind of recreate this whole section right here. So we're going to go in with our brown once again, which is here. Again, here's where you get your frustrations taken out. Pounce, 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 pounce. I'm wondering if I should have put a little green in there. I might go back in and add it. Any other newbies today? I'm not sure I should put that one in there. Let us know in the comments. We'll do a little bit of a recap towards the end of our segment. I should have this done in 45 minutes. Any additional, oh, it's time for the hot flash fan. Hang on, hold please. Okay, I have a little fan next to me. When I get those power surges. Here we go. We need just a little more paint. It does. It sounds like you're beating somebody up. We are, my creative friends, we are accepting applications for affiliates. So if you'd like to be an affiliate for Diva Designs, or actually anything on our website, go ahead and message us through our website. I think that's good. Stenciling is a great exercise. It's funny because when I retired from the salon, I thought, oh, for sure my arms are going to get flabby, right? I mean, my arms they're not bad. They're chunky because I'm chunky, but it's not like a waving flag. Not too bad. And I really think it's just all the stenciling. All right, let's go in with that yellow. I do still have a little bit here. Let's use that up. Offload that just a chapito here. So it looks weird. Like I said, it looks kind of spotted and dotted, but it gives it just a little something, something extra. So we're using multiple stencils and we're using multiple colors, which I love to do. And I'll get you that up close. You know, it's kind of one of those things, you're not going to see it from far away, but I will show you. Let me see if I can get a good spot up in there. I can show you how just a little bit of that yellow is on top of that brown. And it really just kind of gives it a really kind of cute vintage look. Your arms need me to do a lot more stenciling. Barbara, that's funny. All right, let's go on to the next one now. I think that's enough on there. You guys like that? All right. If you're liking it, smash me up some hearts. Okay, now, I think we're going to do, let's do the words only. And here's where I said her wing actually ended right here. So I just took that paint and I just kind of just fanned it out just a little bit. And then let's go in with the, do I start from the top down or the bottom up? I'm not really sure it matters. Here's the thing with this stencil, you really can't read it anyway. So it's not like it's going to matter a whole lot. But where'd my brush go? Here it is. Let me see if I get this straight. I might need, yeah, I do. I need a little more paint. So it's just going to be a little faint hint of script, which is sometimes all you want on there. I'll show you. And a little bit more right here too. And I'm okay if it's not perfectly even all the way throughout. I'm really okay with that. All right, let's move this up. And let's get that right here. And okay. All right, a little. You can tape it off if you want. But you don't have to. Let me take a peek and see how far in I want to go. I think I want to go all the way into this edge. Any questions so far? And I think we're doing really good on time too. You love the way I mix stencils? Thank you. Ooh, I got a smudge here. It's all right. It's all right. We don't sweat the small stuff around here. All right, we're just going to keep going right all the way across. All the way across. This is a great background stencil. Like that. Let's keep going. So that's what we've got so far. And I did top coat my board. Hold on, I got a little smudge right here. I just want to make sure that's dry before I add my stencil over that. So is everybody thawing out? It's been the craziest weather. I mean, we had a little bit of chilly here in California, but it's been beautiful the last couple of days. It really, I'm going to turn my board this way so I don't have that stencil hanging, my board hanging over. Last little bit of my paint, I actually might need a little bit more. Let me work off my cap here. Let me work off my cap. Yeah, I mean, my arms stay pretty good shape because of pouncing. I wish I could find a craft that would take inches off my thighs. That's what I need. That's what I need. If you're not, oops, that was a lot of paint. If you're not comfortable holding it and stenciling, go ahead and tape it down. Kind of a daredevil, so, and this is just going to be the first layer anyway. No thaw. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Denise. So you can see some areas are not as dark as others, and I'm okay with that. Don't get hung up on the small stuff, because at the end of the day, by the time it's all put together, you're not even going to notice it, truly. Trust me. right. Did I bring water? I did bring water. Do I need my stencil brush anymore? No, I think we're good. If the paint is still wet, you use a baby wipe, but if it's dry, you spray Awesome. Yeah, that Awesome cleaner is, they named it right, boy. All right, so there is our first layer. Mama's Damask, Harmony. How do I clean the stencils? I'll tell you, actually, I use that Awesome cleaner from the dollar store, and I just spray them, and I let it sit for about, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. And sometimes I clean my brush and my stencil at the same time. So like I'll spray my brush and I'll spray my stencil, and I kind of do this. Certain stencils that have points that don't connect, like this one here, you don't want to go against them. You want to go in the same direction as the stencil so they don't kink up. You still can't get out of the driveway. Yikes, Debbie, I'm so sorry. You got hit hard. How about Mac? Are you thawed out over there, Mac? Excuse me. All right, so let's get this dry. And then here comes the fun part, adding our transfers. We have about 15, 20 minutes. I think we have plenty of time. Plenty of time. So I have a little bit of kink in my stencil, and it's the same spot that smudged. So if you have a kink in your stencil, don't swirl. Pounce right over it, and it'll help. It will help. If you guys would do me a favor and just go ahead and share this out, sprinkle. I don't know what the new word to use is, but y'all know what to do. Hi, Doreen. All right, so there we are. Step number 1. Let's get to the transfers. I'm wondering if I should put another coat, a top coat on this. Transfers typically need to go on a top coated surface. I did top coat my board before stenciling, but I have a lot of paint on there. So I guess the only way to see, I tell you what, I got my nails done yesterday. It lasted about 1 day. You can say share. All right, share it out, ladies. Do your thing. I'm on the fence if I should put this over this. I feel like it kind of takes away, because I can't, either I can read this or I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I didn't put this right in the middle either. I don't know if you noticed that. I very rarely will put things in the center. I always kind of move them off to one side. So let's play with the Saint Germain transfer this morning. And let's see what we got here. This was a great transfer because it was done in colors that are really, thank you, Shauna, really unusual for IOD. I want to say this is the first, this was, I don't know if it was the last release or the one after that. Just the vibrancy in the colors on this. They mixed yellows and oranges with pinks and reds, and I don't think they've done that before. So, welcome Ribbon Branch Crafts. Thank you so much for joining me today. All right, so I'm just working with scraps. I did pull a few out that I think may work. But you can see all the vibrant colors in this. I actually love this, but I think the scale is a little too big. So, and I have all these little pieces. Let's just put them to the side. Let me watch my time. That one might work. Here, let's pull these. These are already cut, so let's use that. I like that one. That one might fit across the bottom. Let's just play with what we have here. I didn't do it this time, but I will tell you a great tip for storing your transfers. First of all, don't remove them from the backing until you're ready to use them. Little bits and pieces like this, if you think you're going to store them for a while, I used to tape them, but it's a pain in the tuchus. Staple them. Staple them so they don't get separated from the backing. Alright, let's see if we like this here. I don't mind it. I'm not mad at it, but I think it's going to cover up too much of my stencil. I think I'd like a little bit more of a wispy look. So, let's try some of these. Let me see. right, I'm not mad at this. That one might work there. Hi, Cindy Clark. And I might cut this one and kind of go across that way. Let's see. Let's see, you guys. We're going to figure this out together. This transfer is 8 pages, and again, it's called Saint Germain. It is under IOD on our website. Oh, this one is really meaty. Let me think where I can cut this. So you want to cut in places that would have a natural break. Like right about there. And I like this. I like the deeper tones as opposed to the muted tones. The muted tones almost kind of remind me of like a shadow. Do I decoupage vellum sheets like rice paper? You do. You need to use something a little different. It just depends on what your medium is. All right, like that. And I think I might just kind of go across here. I don't know. Let's just get the first one down. Thank you, Lisa. All right. So this is going to tell me if I need a top coat or not. I'm hoping I don't. I don't want to cover up all my stencil. Oh, it's transferring beautifully. I just want to embellish it a little bit. See, more arm exercise. Thank you, Wanda. The thing I love most about transfers is that they make you look like you know what you're doing. But if you can rub a stick, you can do a transfer. Hi, Stephanie. Get down there, you booger. Around. So it's just going to be subtle. I'd like to get one up here too. Ooh, that's pretty. I might just use that whole piece. Aha! Transfers will give you that arm exercise. Oh, that's really pretty. Right there. Right there. And I can see that this is overlapping. And this piece looks like it's kind of going over my rose, so I'm going to cut that out. And I think I'm going to cut this out here too. There. The rest of it I think is good. All right, let's get to it. So this is obviously a bigger piece. More arm exercise. Oh, I don't know, I'm covering that. I don't know that I wanted to do that. Oh well, too late. Too late. Actually, I can cut the rest of that off. There we go. Excuse me. If you have a grandkid, they love doing this, by the way. Get your littles involved. This is actually, transfers are great projects for your littles. I don't know if my honey is still here. He's been loading up all the new release stuff on our website for over a week now. Working so hard from home. We are going to have a special category for the new release items. Oh, that's lovely. Lovely, lovely. All right, we have room. Do we want to put something on the other side? I don't always mind things being a little off skew. I don't know that I want to cover the whole thing, but I feel like maybe I want a little more. Maybe some coming down that way would be pretty. Or maybe that way. Let's see. I love this one. Look at the colors in this one. I wish I could grow a rose like that. Isn't that stunning? Let's see. Yeah. I think we should use it. And I think, anything else? Let's see. Let me just make sure I don't change my mind. Kind of like this here too. I might add this here. Nice bright color. Like I said, this is one of the brightest transfers that they've had in a long time. Sorry, it makes a horrible noise, doesn't it? Hey, Debbie. Thank you, Debbie. So if your transfer's not coming up, just lay it back down and rub-a-dub-dub it all over again. Yeah, and then let's just put another one in the corner. You like it. Like the stencil lettering, nothing on it. Beautiful, gives your eyes up. Yeah, I'm gonna leave a little spot. And I don't know if I want to put this one in the corner. Now that I've added that one, I think it's good without it. I should have put that one. No, but I think I like the pop of color there. You know what I can do though? That might be kind of fun. Let's add a little bit in here. Or even a little sprinkle would be good. Splatters in white would be good even. This probably will go in a frame. Whoops, that's a bit much, but that's okay. There you go. That gives it a little bit more of a vintagey look. All right. Just got notification that my third and last design. You just have a love affair with the lettering stencil. Harmony, it's a great stencil. Let me dry this and I'll get you an up close and personal. This is going to get framed. But we can do a little bit of a recap while we're drying. How many of you have the Harmony stencil? And how many of you have used it with the music notes and the letters together? Because every other line will fit directly into these music notes. I'm just curious if you even knew that. I know my OGs knew that. So this is going to get top coated. Just want to dry these big chunks of paint. I am using decor paint in brown, and then my base was sand, eggshell, and brown. It's these two colors. It's not a Graphics Fairy Angel, although I will say this is a, I believe it's a royalty-free image because I've seen it before, but it's a Paper Designs paper. Let me show you what the rest of it looks like. Hold on, let me grab it. It's over here. So basically they've taken the image and they've just added other things to it, okay? You have the Harmony stencil, you use the notes on the back with some 12 Days of Christmas. Oh, that's a great place. Oh, speaking of, every Saturday, I want you to post your creations with Diva Design Stencil. Once a year. Once a month, we're going to do a giveaway for those of you who submit your pictures. So we did one post already on Saturday, but every Saturday I'm going to post, and I want you guys to submit your Diva Design projects because we want to see. We want to see. All right, so this is decoupage paper number 2880. It is a project block. You get 4 images. Almost couldn't count for a minute. You can mount it on a larger board and then frame it. This way you don't lose the edging. I could, or I can bring that edging in. Like I still have room. I could probably put it a little bit here. So this is the paper that we use on an 11 by 14 board. We used a portion of the Saint Germain stencil, Harmony stencil on the top, Mama's Damask on the bottom. So you can see, and we did leave a little bit of place there for your eye to rest. And I just love that pop of color, and I love how it matches all together. And let me get you in so you can see that. Let me see if I can find it. I might add it a little bit more, but you can see this little bit of yellow right on top of, thank you for those hearts, right on top of that brown. And that colors it almost, I mean, this doesn't scream spring. I don't know what does. How easy was that, you guys? We finished that in less than 45 minutes, minus the prep work that I did. Let's see if we have any questions. I really love it. I think it came out really easy. And if you've never tried adding more than one color to your stencil, it's a great thing to do because it almost makes it look like a different stencil. You can get so many different looks. I know in our private membership group, we did a project. I don't know, ladies, if you remember this. We did a project where we added, I think it was the angel, the large recycle angel project. We must have added 4 colors on top of the same stencil, and every color gave it another dimension and another dimension and another dimension, and it really looked time worn, and it was just such a beautiful look. Thank you, Debbie. I have about 2 minutes left before my time is over. Make sure that you are subscribed to our website. #website. One word, no spaces, will get you a direct link into your Facebook Messenger with our website. Thursday is the big IOD release. We're going to be doing a bunch of giveaways, and also make sure that you get our emails because it'll give you all the details. Every level, we're doing free gifts and then free shipping on orders over $100. Thank you so much. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Donna. Don't forget to sprinkle this out and make sure, pop me in the nose. If you have an opportunity to follow, that means you weren't following before. So just right there, just pop me in the nose. A lot of the times we follow our creators, but you know, Facebook sometimes unfollows accounts that it thinks you're not interested in looking at. You would never think of mixing the different inks and processes. I'm so glad, Shauna. I hope this encouraged you to try something a little bit different. Mix your colors, mix your stencils, get it in there, you guys. This is playtime and it's creative therapy. And I tell you what, this is a lot cheaper than seeing a mental health specialist. Just saying. I am just saying. Hi, Eva. I'm so glad you're joining me. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Time is the most precious thing we have. The fact that you guys spent it here with me for the last 45 minutes means so much. Thank you, all of you who support our small business. We so appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you guys. Private group ladies, I'll see you today in class at 2 o'clock. We will be finishing our project. There's my girl, Nicole. I just saw your call. I'll call you in a minute. I will be finishing the project that we started on Tuesday. You have to go back. Yeah, watch this. It was super easy. Super, super easy. God bless you guys. Make it a great day. Ciao for now.